I'm happy that all of you are snuggled and cozy in your houses. What a blessing it always is to wake up to a little blanket of white, even if it's minimal. We're grateful for the water that comes from the snow and for the beauty. It really is stunning. So thank you all for being here this morning. And we'll just start by settling in and taking a comfortable seat, whatever that means for you, legs crossed or sitting Vidrasana, excuse me, on your knees, whatever's best for you, sitting up on a blanket, cushion, a block. And we'll just close our eyes, hands in your lap or whatever mudra feels good for your hands. And really start at the base. Feel your sit bones on the earth or the block or the blanket beneath you. As you're taking up this earth energy, really feel it in your lower chakra. Your root anchoring you down, tethering you to Mother Earth. And allow this earth energy to flow up through your base, where your bathroom muscles are, essentially the root chakra, up the spinal column to the sacral area. So the root is a red light, earthy red. And as I move into the sacral area, it transforms to an orange light. So just turn your attention internally to that space associated with water, creation, orange, and then as you continue to move up your spinal column to just above your belly button now, this yellow sun, fire, Agni, your digestive area. This is your solar plexus, your third chakra, manifestation, power center. Ego. That's why it's so important to balance this area. Such a core place, such an important place where we stoke our power and feel our power. But that power is also is rooted in the connection to the fiery force around us, the light around us. And when it's out of balance, here it gets all tangled up in knots. We have all kinds of stomach problems. But when we're in balance, flow, it allows us everything to move through easily. And we can use this power as a force of good, as it ought to be, in flow with divine light, not contrary to it. And then moving up to our heart center, up the spinal column to the heart. Green glowing light. This sea of love, metta, loving kindness, the intimacy, if you think about that, this place where we connect our upper chakras to the lower ones and spin open to let the light out and shine, 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 moving down our arms, out of our fingertips. The element is ethereal. So it's beyond, it's the fifth element. Ether. And moving up to the throat chakra. Up in the neck. Blue, vibrant light. Breath, air. Speaking our truth. Speaking truth to power. Kind, right speech of the universe flowing through us and out of us, so that everything we say is truthful, helpful, and kind. We'll be mindful and discerning with our words, but also to cultivate our voice, to speak our truth, to flow words of wisdom and love. And then continuing up to the third eye center, middle of the forehead. Indigo light spinning open. This triangular connection of wisdom point beyond the physical realm of seeing, intuition, seeing with the eyes of divine. And then up all the way to the head, the crown, above, just above the head, hovering this white light, ultraviolet crown, halo, however you want to imagine it, portal for the divine light of the universe to flow through. Spinning open. Just breathe in this space for a moment. Everything spinning open. Breath. Just by acknowledging our energy centers, we start to balance them. Intentionally focusing on each of them sends a message of activation so that they start to open up. Then we can be spinning open and come into alignment as we continue our practice today. Take a big breath in through the nose. Slow and purposeful. And when you are ready to exhale, exhale out through your mouth. Just letting everything go. Do that again. Inhale. Again, really breathing up all the way from the root to the crown. And when you're ready to exhale, exhale through the mouth and let it go. And we'll do that one more time. And at the end of that round, just come into your natural rhythm of breath. finding your Ujjayi breath or the yoga breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. That you will sustain through this practice today. And I invite you to set an intention, if you'd like, for your practice today, or a dedication. And then if you would be so kind as to join me in an Om, that would be an awesome way to open this practice. Inhale. Awesome. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Great. Excellent. And you can use your hands to help your legs move. And then we're just going to go right ahead and come around to the mat to a child's pose. Wide knees wide, big toes touching. Socks off. So that we're ready to move up when the time is right. And if your forehead does not reach the earth in child's pose, stack your hands. And if your forehead still doesn't reach, whenever you stack your fists, use your elbows and then take your palms and rest your forehead in your palms. And hopefully that will do it for you. And if not, it's okay as well. And if you have a bunch of props at your house, like blankets, pillows, blocks, you can always use that to stack so that your forehead has something to rest on. And the reason we sometimes do that is because it is very grounding to feel our third eye just rooted into a surface. Just be here for a moment, pushing back. You can take your hands out in front of you. Stretch your arms out now. And then go ahead and walk your hands over to the right. And as you do that, try to sit down evenly toward both of your heels, so that you're getting into the left side body here, creating some space around those ribs. Use your Ujjayi breath to create some more space. One more. Good. And then on a breath cycle, walk it through the center all the way to the left. And again, same thing here. Your bottom will tend to shift off of your heels, but place it back down on your heels as best you can so that you can really get into that side body here. Good. And come back through the center. And then go ahead on your next breath, scoop up cow-like, or all the way cow, so that when you get up to your hands and knees, your back is arched Head is up. And then slowly take your exhale to cat position, pulling navel towards spine, pushing the floor away, creating a hollowing out there of your heart center. And then slowly inhale to cow. Push the floor away, pulling the shoulder blades down and back. And then exhale, rounding. And maybe it feels good for you to make some movement here, creating some circles as you move with your breath, inhaling and exhaling, swinging your hips out to the right. And then making sure you go in both directions. Moving with your breath, however it feels comfortable. If that's just like too wacky, you can stick with traditional. Whatever it is, just be in your breath. Maybe you can close your eyes. Eventually making your way back to stillness and neutral spine, hands and knees. Good. And once you arrive there, I'm going to take your right arm up to the sky, inhaling, twisting open first. And then as you exhale, thread your right arm underneath your left, coming to your right temple. You can use your left hand to help support you. I like to take my fingertips to the earth and in a tent-like shape. Good. One more breath. And then on your next breath cycle, go ahead and unwind yourself. And then take your left up. Inhale. And then exhale. Thread it through. And again, here you can also use your hand to help support you. Inhale, unwind. Coming back to hands and knees. Curl your toes under. Inhale. And push yourself into downward facing dog on the exhale. First down dog of the day. Healthy bending your knees is good. And then maybe slowly pedaling out one foot and the other. Taking your time to move through. Good. Coming up onto your toes, tailbone toward the sky. Weight pushing back toward your heels energetically so that you're coming off of your shoulders, head is relaxed. And then as you exhale, start to lower your heels to the earth, maintaining that height. Big belly breath.
And then slowly begin to walk your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, root down to rise up. Palms touching at the top. Bring your hands through the heart center. Good. And then down by your side. Awesome. We'll take a few rounds of traditional sun salutation. We're keeping it a pretty mellow pace today. So I hope that's okay with all of you out there. We shake it up, but today seems to call for a little bit mellow with the snow. Inhale, arms come up. Really look up, palms touch. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, plank. Keep that top of a push-up, good. Lower to your knees, elbows in toward your chest. Knees, chest, chin. For supported chaturanga, inhale, cobra. Tops of feet on the earth. And then exhale down. Inhale, push up or to your knees. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it through to lunge. Good. Really push your back heel toward the back of the mat for lunge. Knee tracking over ankle. Take your right arm up as you twist open to your right. Little back bend sensation there. And wind on an exhale. Inhale, step forward and fold on the exhale. Inhale, root to rise. Bringing that earth energy all the way up. Respond to your crown. Big palms touch, maybe a little back bend. Exhale through the center. Inhale. Exhale. Really being intentional about moving with your breath. Inhale, look up halfway. Flat back, neck neutral. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back. Try to go left leg if you can. Plank. Chaturanga or modified to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Shoulders moving down your back. Elbows toward the midline. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tuck your toes. Make your way to down dog. Either do a chaturanga push-up or however it best suits you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step through the lunge. Knee tracking over ankle, right palm down, left arm reaches up, twisting open. Good. And then untwist. Inhale, push that heel back. And as you step forward, you can take your Ardha Uttanasana and then fold on the exhale to Uttanasana. Inhale, root down to rise up. Good. Big palms. Big palms. Your big palms touch and come through the center. Awesome. Inhale, arms up. Maybe find a little bit of a back bend there as your palms touch. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Walk back, neck neutral. Exhale, fold. Inhale, palms touch. Plank. You can just go straight to down dog. We are doing vinyasas, but we're taking them at a slow pace. So it's cobra or up dog, and you can always skip the vinyasa. Set your down dog. Good. Right leg up. Exhale, twist it open, keeping your torso square and straight. Inhale, square your legs, and exhale, step through to your lunge. Good. Bring your back foot in, turn it out slightly. Very traditional, warrior one. Come on up. Palms touch at the top. Maybe even steeple your fingers just so that we can really lengthen the side body and pull that up, 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 like a string that's pulling your index fingers up. Good. Just sit down. Weight is even in both of your feet here. Hips are square. From there, maybe you find a little back bend. Good. Inhale, get tall again. Then exhale, lower your hands. Clasp them behind you. Inhale, pull them down. Exhale, fold to the inside of your leg or belly on your thigh. Good. If you can, keep your palms clasping toward one another. Great. If it feels better to just loosen them and, try both. They're different. You're accessing different points of your scapula and your upper and then back whenever you touch your palms or separate them here. Good. Rooting down. Inhale. Exhale, release. Take your hands to the big toe side of your foot and then walk them out on a diagonal. So you're in this kind of funky warrior one down dog shape. Good. And really press towards the mat. So use your hands to really push the floor away and move the weight into your feet toward the mat. Good. And then walk to the center. So straighten the front leg, turn the feet so that they're parallel. So you're on the long side of your mat and you're in Prasarita. Hands out in front of you. Good. Lowering down. And then from here, come up a little bit. Left hand to the mat. Inhale, right arm reaches up to the sky. Twisting open here. Torso twisting open. Release on a breath, on an exhale. Right palm down. Twisting open to the left. Big Ujjayi breath. Untwist on an exhale. Walk your hands back to the front of the mat. Coming into your lunge again. Good. And then from here, inhale. And then exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, root down to rise up. Exhale through the center. Samastiti. Good. Inhale. palms touch, little back bend. Exhale, bring the energy down. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, take your vinyasa, or you can just go straight to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, twist it open. Torso trying to stay square and straight. Inhale, square and straighten. Exhale, step it through. Knee tracking over ankle. Plant your back foot, turn it out slightly. Root down to rise up. Warrior one. Bringing those hands up from your heart chakra. Palms touch. Maybe steeple your fingers opposite thumb on top this time. Really root down into both feet evenly. Pull up energetically. Rebend into that front leg. And then from there, maybe you can find a little back bend, the slightest. And then whatever slight little back bend you had, release that so that you're really pulling up again. Inhale, and then exhale. Bring the energy down. Clasp your hands behind you the opposite way, the funky way. Inhale, pull your hands down and back. Exhale, fold to the inside of your leg or belly on thigh. Weight even in your feet. Again, maybe start with your palms touching if you can. We're moving toward that direction. And then open them up. Move your hands farther up just to feel the difference there. And then maybe even reclasp. And pull them, your scapulas toward one another in that shape. Good. One more breath. Exhale, release your hands, big toe side of your foot. Sorry, this is not a really cool angle when you're on camera, but that's what it is. And then walk your hands up on the diagonal so that you're in this funky down dog-like warrior one lunge. Root into your feet here. So the tendency will be for your front leg to kind of roll to the pinky toe side. So you're going to have to intentionally roll it to the midline and root down in your whole foot, all four corners of both feet. So you're finding length and stability in your legs. One more breath there. And then walk it to the center. Parallel your feet. Adjust your stance as necessary. Coming into Prasarita one more time. Maybe this time you walk your hands underneath you. If your head comes to the earth, that's great. If it doesn't, that's great. If nothing comes to the earth, use your legs, hands to legs. Coming back to the center. Right palm down, twist to your left. Left arm up to the sky. Through the center, left palm down, right arm up. Through the center. Walk it back around to the front of your mat. To your lunge, inhale. Step forward and fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down to rise up. Samasthiti. I have to run to the bathroom super quick, so you can just do a couple of regular sun salutations, just moving through that, or you can just take a child's pose. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Hello. Take a deep breath in. Scooping up all that good energy. Release it down. Come up halfway. And slowly down. Plant your hands, come into plank. Modified or full chaturanga, slowly down. Coming into up dog. And back down. Child's pose or chaturanga, push up back to plank. Into down dog. Take a nice deep breath here. And let it out. Relax into your down dog. Come up on high on your toes. And walk forward to the top of your mat. Take a deep breath in. Come up halfway. And down. Root to rise. Slowly rolling it all up. Gathering up. Coming through your heart center. And into mountain pose. As you come back up through. Diving forward. Looking up halfway. And down. Planting. Coming into plank. Chaturanga. Into up dog. Really feeling the flow with your breath. Bending your knees. Walking back up to the top. Look up halfway. And down. Slowly root to rise, unfurling. Gathering up all that good energy. And coming back through. Hello. Sorry about that. Tears calls. Cannot ignore the body. Awesome. Good. Thank you, Shelly. Back to the top of the mat here. Take a moment and just root your feet down. Intentionally pull that earth energy up into the center of your feet. Feel it come up your legs. Little bend in your knees so you're not hyperextending. Tuck your tailbone in. So psychosomatic sensation here. Can you feel that energy moving up your spinal column? Arms up to the sky. Steeple your fingers. So it's really this line, this tether, this string, creating that shape with your body. Inhale, get tall. Exhale with that length to the right, rooting those feet down, side body stretch. So you're not bending forward, you're opening up. Inhale, get tall. Maybe switch the crossing of your thumbs. And then exhale to the second side. And how far can you arc without falling over? So you're really tethered in here. This crescent moon shape. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, release your hands and come into chair. I'm taking my arms in a goal post shape today because I have a tweak in my upper back. This is always a good option for you. Or hands in front of your heart for traditional. Sit low, weight in your heels. Inhale. Exhale, go ahead and fold. Inhale, look up halfway again. Exhale, fold. And then step your right foot back into crescent lunge. That's where we're going. First lunge, knee over ankle, really firm into those toes. Rise up. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, sweep your arms back alongside you as you take a flat back over your thigh. So it's like warrior three, like you're gonna fly off, but right now we're just gonna move with the breath a couple times. Rise back up, inhale. Exhale, arms back, flat back. Really push that heel away in the back. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Good. And then inhale, come up. Crescent. Arms really tall alongside your ears. And then exhale, bring it down to the mat. Go ahead, come back to plank. Come down through chaturanga slowly, all the way down to your belly. From your belly, forearms, sphinx, flat palms, energetically pulling the earth toward you. From there, curl your toes under, forearm plank. Butts are not high here. Butts are low, even, neutral. You can always come to your knees if that doesn't feel good, if it feels too hard. Nice active core. And then everybody come back to Sphinx. Release the curl of your toes. Pull the mat toward you energetically. Pubic bone rooting down. Shoulders melting down back. Big breath. One more time, curl your toes under. This time, if you'd like to push into forearm down dog, great. You have a little bit more space. You want to walk it in for dolphin, great. In dolphin or forearm down dog, you press the weight out of the forearms, back toward the heels. A little bend in the knees will keep you from hyperextending. Head relaxed. Breathe. Maybe walk it out. Back to forearm plank. Back to Sphinx. Good. One more Sphinx. Lower down on the next step. Hands alongside your rib cage, elbows tucked toward you. Chaturanga push-up or supported back to down dog. Big Ujjayi breath, belly breath and down dog. Inhale, look forward. Bend your knees. Step, walk or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, look up halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, root down to rise up through the center. Samasthiti. Again, focus first on those feet. If you even lift your toes, spread them wide, and then lower them back down to the mat. So really all four corners of your feet are rooted down. Feel that energy move up into the arch of your foot, up your legs, up your spine, your arms, all the way above your head. Steeple those fingers again. Tuck that tailbone under so you're in a nice straight line. Maybe wiggle it out. So any kinks that are in your way are really getting tall are gone. And then inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Switch the crossing of your thumbs. Exhale to the right. Inhale. Release. Chair. Sit low and chair. Breathe. Go ahead and fold forward on an exhale. Look up halfway. Fold. Left leg steps back. First into lunge. Establish your position. You might need to open up a little bit wider for crescent lunge. Knee tracking over ankle. Rise up. Inhale. Arms sweep forward in the exhale. Shoulder blades pulling toward one another. Legs super strong. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale. Trust your legs. Root down. Bring that energy up. A little bit of dynamic movement. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale and hold. Little back bend. Fully open. Exhale. Hands down to the mat. Plank. Inhale. Lower. Chaturanga. Exhale. Take your head to one side when you get there. Just wiggle it out. Arms alongside you. Forehead to the earth. Clasp your hands behind you. Shalabhasana. Chest rises. Feet rise. Exhale. Turn your head the opposite way. Once more, inhale, clasp your hands the opposite way, the funky way. Pull them back. If you don't like that version of Shalabhasana, you can take flat hands, palms facing the sky. Otherwise, here we go. Rise up. Never ever look forward. Don't raise your neck. Keep your neck neutral, so gaze is down first, then slightly forward. Feet, shins, knees, rise. Breath rocks. One more. Release your hands, make a little diamond shape.
Place your forehead there. Forehead to the earth, arms out into a T, feet lifted off the mat. So bend at the knees, and the bottoms of your feet are facing the sky. Keep your right arm out into a T, tent your left fingertips, and roll toward your right, allowing your bent legs to find the earth. Maybe your left foot comes to the earth. If you're really open, the bottoms of both feet can come to the earth. Just taking a moment here for a little shoulder stretch. Breathe. Good. One more. On an exhale, bring it back to the center of the mat. Slowly bringing your forehead back to the earth. Left arm out into a T. Right arm's finger tinted. And then bend at the knee. Flat feet if they're facing the sky. Rolling open toward the left. And then walking that left arm out on whatever angle feels like you're getting the best shoulder stretch you can. You don't have to play with it, but really let the earth support you. And once you find your position, breathe into it, especially any places that are grasping. One more. Rolling back over, forehead to the earth. Taking a moment here. And maybe stack your hands, bring your forehead. Good. And because we can, come back to Sphinx. Because y'all are super awesome and strong yogis. And then in Sphinx, see if you can find a little bit more space in your back. You might actually, you know what, let's come into a high cobra if you can. So we're kind of a hybrid. See how much space you can get there. And then lower back to your forearms. Curl your toes under. Forearm plank once more to dolphin. You might be surprised the extra space you have. Now, dolphin. Just breathe. I'm not trying to get to anywhere specific. Just taking the opportunity to really revel in this inversion. If you need to come to your knees, that's fine. But the head you want lower, because it is an inversion. And then on a breath cycle, walk it back out, forearm plank to your knees, child's pose. From child's pose, you can just swing up to your knees, and basically your left knee and shin is going to remain on the ground. Your right foot is going to come out and step on the earth. Yep, so you're in this shape. Yep, exactly. Gate. It's called gate. It's a gate shape. And then you want to bring your left fingertips to the earth if you can. If you need a block here to bring the earth closer to you, that's great. I'm going to use a blanket because I don't have my block right now. Try to keep your shin parallel with your knee. Start with your hand on your hips and kind of thrust your hips forward, heart opening, turning toward the sky. Good. And then right arm reaches up. Good. See how much open space you can find here. Maybe you even reach that top arm over your ear and take another little swing of your torso back a little bit, kind of like a dancer. Imagine you're on stage and just feel that energy move out of your fingertips, looking back as best you can. Beautiful. One more inhale. And then exhale. Swing it all back up. Bring both knees together and come down and just sit for a moment. Feeling that space opening up across the heart center. Breathe there, maybe taking left palm on top of right, thumbs touching, like you're in a Zen meditation. Then we're going to switch sides. So if you used a prop, bring it to the other side. Right shin is on the same angle as your knee, so it's not swinging out, it's in a parallel line. Left foot steps out on a slight angle, trying to get the bottom of your foot to the mat. Hand is on whatever it needs to be. And then start with your hand on your hip and open up. And if your hand doesn't reach the earth, that's fine. You can just hold on to your thigh. But if you have anything to stack to make it so that you can ground on something, that's ideal. And then start just by really opening up your chest. You're showing your heart to the world. So I like to think of that move. Turning your head toward the sky as you do that a little bit. And then bring your arm up. Breathe there. Radiating light out. Maybe bring it over your ear. And then when you do that, a tendency might be to collapse a little bit. So open up again. Really stretching from your flat foot all the way through your fingertips. And then maybe your head follows, finding your fingertips. Breathing. for 3, 2, 1. On a breath, bring it all back down. Vajrasana. Oh, I love gate. I'm not sure why it's called gate, except it feels like you're cracking a gate open. That's what it feels like to me. It's the gate of, I guess you look like a gate, but that's usually how most of the asanas are named, for kind of what they look like or resemble. But sometimes they're named for myths and gods. So I don't know the origin of that, but it feels like you're opening. Take a breath here. Good. And then on your knees, go ahead and sit between your feet if you can, maybe rolling your calves out of the way so that your bottom is situated between your heels, the best of your ability. Yeah, good. And then from here, lift up for a second, go ahead and take your right leg up. And so you can always readjust here. Good. And if you need to sit on something, but try to sit to the inside of your calf so that your heel is alongside your thigh. Yeah, there you go. And sit up nice and tall. This might be it for you. You can just work here. If you have the space to start angling backward, bring your hands behind you. Maybe you come to forearms. Keep that right leg as active as you can so that it's really pushing away from you. And if this is where you're going to stay, you can use this opportunity to take a fish-like back bend with your upper back. And if it feels okay for your body, you can bring your head all the way back. Otherwise, if you'd like to take a deeper thigh stretch, you can move toward the earth. There are lots of options here. So staying up as high as you can, taking a back bending version, or coming all the way down to the mat or to a blanket. And if you're there, clasp your elbows above your head. Breathing for 3, 2, 1. Good. Whatever shape you're in, use whatever part of your body you need to. So walk back up. And then you're going to switch legs. Good. So again, and if you need to sit up on a blanket here, that's fine. You'll still be able to benefit from this opening. And if you are up high and you're taking the back bending shape, I think it helps a little bit. You can play with your fingers. You try to put your fingers forward and see if that feels better to get some opening in your back, or play with them away from you. I like them toward my body in that shape. And again, if you're moving to the earth or to forearms, come all the way back. And if you've made it to the floor, clasp your elbows above you the opposite direction. Half hero's pose. Ardha Vajrasana. Ardha Supta Vajrasana. Good. Slowly make your way back up. Release both legs around to the front. And take a Paschimottanasana. Just a quick forward fold. So inhale up. Exhale, fold forward.
Roll it up. And then exhale. See if you can engage your core just a little bit. Half boat shape for just a few breaths. Ardhanivasana before taking it to mat. Good. And actually, I'm just going to go straight into Shavasana. If you feel like you need anything else, you can take it. I feel pretty juicy. If you have about a minute here, you can do anything else you feel. Happy baby, shoulder stand, twists, or you can just release into stillness. Start to bring some movement back to your fingers and toes. And once more, take a big inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. When you're ready, roll to your side. Come on up to seated. When you're here in seated position, you can bring your hands in front of your heart, or you can take a different mudra if that feels better right now. And take a breath of gratitude to yourself for showing up this morning and spending time on the mat in communion with divine love and light. Remembering the true nature of your being as a vessel for this love and light. What a gift.
And take a breath of gratitude to your fellow yogis and yoginis who have joined you in Sangha this morning to share this container of practice. A breath of gratitude to RBC for being our Sangha home. And if there was a dedication you made, recall that person or persons to your third eye and send them metta, or simply send metta out to all beings. Boundless compassion, loving kindness, joy to all. Excellent. Bring your hands in front of your heart. I'm going to take 3 rounds of the whole Bija mantra, which are for the chakras. You can join in or just listen. And then we'll end with the whole Om together. Lam Vam Ram Yam Ham Sham Om. Lam Vam Ram Yam Ham Sham Om. Lam Vam Ram Yam Ham Sham Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. It is such an honor to spend this time with you. Thank you so much for sharing this space. Have a blessed day. Namaste. Thank you. Okay.